Hey, what's going on, everybody? DBougie86 here again, and welcome to my DVD and Blu-ray update for the month of June. Today's the last month, and I got everything in that I'm getting in. I just actually got the last thing in the mail today, so decided to film this now for you guys. Very interesting month, the month of June. If you all know that I am actually in charge of the Body Bags channel as of June. Mood 616 and Double Shot J passed me the torch of carry on handling the channel for them as they move on to do other things. Now, all I want to say is thank you for that opportunity, guys, and you guys are wicked awesome. JP, I know you and me get into some crazy fights sometimes, but you're still my boy. And Moods, you're my brother. Actually, Moods, some of your sent me a package at the beginning of June, and it's that stuff will be in this update also. And I gotta say, it's a surreal experience being part of Body Bags and actually being in charge, because there's a lot of work into it, as I see, like figuring out how to schedule people and fill-ins. And we actually lost one of our hosts due to personal circumstances, but that's all good in the hood. And I gotta say, I thank you for all you guys, my co-hosts' support. And if you're not subscribed to those peeps, all their links are going to be down in the description of this video. So sub to those awesome people, especially Outsider365, who is the host that left. He's still the man. Subscribe to him. Our new host, Marnie, 1993 Horror Freak Reviews, doing an awesome job. And our fill-in host, who did his debut this week, the Sinister One, who did an awesome review. And he was an awesome guy and an awesome supporter of the channel and of all our channels. And I gotta say, wicked awesome stuff, guys. Keep it up, and Body Bags is still going strong. Like I said, Body Bags is experience, and I know people leave and go and change, but like they say with the phoenix, it's reborn through the ashes and it grows. So we're gonna keep on going and burn out strong. So subscribe to all those peeps and subscribe to Body Bags. Awesome shit. Now, this update is crazy. I got a few things in from peeps, so I stacked them accordingly of like DVDs and shit that I got from certain peeps first, and then stuff that I got, and same with the Blu-rays. Besides one I left to the side, which is going to be like the final stack. So let's get into this. First up, if you haven't seen my unboxing of Mood 616's package, Mood's grabbed me a few DVDs that I'm very excited for. And the first one is Farmhouse, which I actually haven't had a chance to watch yet. A lot of crazy stuff going on in my life recently. I actually have a foot injury. That's why you see me sitting this way. But yeah, I can't wait to check this one out. I actually might throw this one on after this update. Who knows? Farmhouse. Excited to see this. Stars Steven Weber, who actually I'm a really big fan of. I remember him from Hamburger Hill, the Dario Argento episode of Jennifer. Yeah, I can't really wait to check this one out. I really interested in this one much. There's a lot of stuff on the back burner right now, and you'll see why. Attack of the Puppet People. Moods also got me this. Fucking, I remember watching this film as a kid. Watched it again. Fucking fun ass shit, man. Old school Bird Eye Gordon film. Bird Eye Gordon's the best with like miniature sets and stuff, and he does it well. And awesome stuff right here. If you haven't seen Attack from the Puppet People, def recommend it. Awesome stuff right there. Now this is one of the prize jewels of the actually that I'm unboxing that Moods got me. Like you know, I'm still kind of new with like all this out of print stuff and rare and export, so I didn't actually know this was like a rare item when I got it. And this is like the Canadian slipbox edition of Piranha by the remake by Alejandra Aja. And it's fucking cool as shit because it's like a pop-up fucking slipbox, and I didn't know at the time that this was a rare item. until Moose actually told me, like on Skype one night. I'm like, really? And then I looked it up. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, this is a cool thing to have. I actually don't own a copy of this film, so this is a prize part of my collection. I'm gonna make sure I take really good care of this. Awesome stuff right here. I really love the artwork on that slip box, and of course we get my boy Ving Rhames up in that pop-up. Yeah, boy. So yeah, this is wicked awesome. Thank you so much for this, Moods. Awesome shit right there. Another one Mood sent me was Return to Horror High, original Anchor Bay release, which is awesome. Now the cool thing about this is Image actually owns this now, and hopefully down the line, because Arrow Video has been releasing a lot of Image-owned Anchor Bay titles. Hopefully this gets a really cool release, but I'm still keeping this just because it was a gift for one end. It's an old school Anchor Bay, so awesome stuff. But hopefully, like, all these get like really cool releases down the line. Another one Mood sent me was this double feature of Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman and House of Frankenstein. Both really fun films, I have to say. Of course, House of Frankenstein kind of jumbled in the story a little bit, but it's still fun because it adds like a whole bunch of like the monsters and stuff, and it was like the first one to actually do that in the series, I believe. I know they had House of Dracula, I think that came after. But really fun stuff. Of course, Karloff was in House of Frankenstein, not as the monster. Glenn Strange was the monster in that one. But really cool. Awesome stuff right there. And I actually haven't opened this one yet, which, yeah, I have been going through crazy stuff right now, guys. But this is a sealed copy of Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, Snapper Case edition. Of course, the Hammer film. Really, I'm actually not sure which one this is in the series. I know this actually does have a Blu-ray release. I might pick up that box set, but I'm still keeping this because I actually like the Snapper cases, kind of. I don't hate them as long as they're in good condition, which this one is. And, of course, it's kind of like retro because I remember when these first came out. This is like the first years of DVD, and these were really big back then. So that's wicked awesome that Moods got me that. Awesome stuff right there. And that was the last of the DVDs that Moods got me, I believe. Yep. And Movie Guy 666, aka Zach, he got me one DVD and one Blu-ray. You'll see the Blu-ray after. And he got me the DVD of The Crazies. This is actually out of print now, or it's going out of print. The rights have expired. You can still pick up copies of the DVD. I know the Blu-ray is getting a little harder to find. If you see the Blu-ray, get it. If not, grab the DVD. Blue Underground's DVDs and Blu-rays kind of look the same in a way, especially the older ones, but still cool to have because I actually never had a copy of that film. Thank you, Zach, for that. All right, now I got a few films that were sent to me through the Sleaze Box, who are awesome people. Chris Woods, awesome dude right there, who sent me a few films for them to review, and I reviewed 2 out of the 3. This is the one I still have to review, and that is Make Them Die Sleazy. This is like an anthology film. I'm kind of stoked to check this one out. Can't wait to check that one out. I'm going to review that down the line. And this one I reviewed on my own channel, and that is American Holocaust. Really, really cool fucking movie. Fucking not for everyone, of course, because if you've seen a few Sleazebox films, to see if they're for you. But this is really fucking... I really did enjoy this one. Fucking awesome film, American Holocaust. And the last one is Chameleon, which I reviewed on a film review for Body Bags. Really cool short film by Chris Woods when he was in school. If you want to check out my review, check it out. It's under my Body Bags playlist. Really cool stuff right there, Chameleon. And this one was sent to me through MVD to review, and I reviewed it on Monday, actually. And that's Elstree 1976. This is technically not a horror film. It's a documentary that goes surrounding the Star Wars phenomenon through extras and bit actors that were a part of the first film. It also has some cool things of them hitting the convention circuit and talks about how big the phenomenon is and how it's affected them. Really cool stuff. Check out my review for this if you like Star Wars. Alright, I got two DVDs from Temp Video. If you don't know what Temp Video is, it's a company run by J.R. Bookwalter, who's a director in his own right, and I actually picked up a few of his films. The first one, Robot Ninja, which actually is on a poll right now that I just posted on the 22 Shots of Moods and Horror Facebook group. I'm actually might be reviewing this on It Came From the 80s, so I won't tell you my thoughts on it because it might win, so I might be doing a review on this soon. So yeah, look out for that review in the future. I'm gonna actually be reviewing it anyways, even if it doesn't win. And another one I picked up also by J.R. Bookwalter is Ozone. I think this movie also goes by the title of, I know it has an alternate title, Street Zombies. Yeah, I can't wait to check this out. I heard mixed reviews on it. I know some people said they didn't really care for it, but I actually haven't had a chance to watch it yet. So I might be doing a review on this soon. Not sure yet. And another one I picked up. This is a fucking awesome DVD. I know this film is not for everyone. I heard tons of mixed reviews on it. I actually reviewed it on Body Bags myself. And that is American Guinea Pig, Bouquet of Guts and Gore. I kicked those two words mixed up. I even said that in my review, actually. Really cool edition, of course, directed by Stephen Burrow, who took a homage to the original Guinea Pig films with this film, of course, starring Eighth the Chosen One. I haven't actually listened to the soundtrack on this, but this edition is fucking awesome. It's 3 discs. Really cool film. If you're into like these type of films, I def recommend this. It's not for everyone, of course. Cool cinematography, of course, done by Jim Van Dever in that film also. Alright, last stack of DVDs. This one, actually, my buddy Matt Cantor, You at Your Horror Movies, picked up. I think it was last month he actually picked this up, and I was very interested in this. And it's this double feature from Something Weird Video of Death Curse of Tartu and Sting of Death. Both really odd films. I actually did watch this week. Death of Curse of Tartu is really cool with like this crazy like Indian spirit god who actually could change form into like an alligator and stuff, and he attacks people. And Sting of Death's like this killer jellyfish man, which once you see it on film, I was fucking dying laughing because it's so cheesy looking. Oh god, I might do a review on that down the line. Oh boy, I might have to rewatch that one. But these films are really odd because they have like these beach party dance sequences in the middle of the films, but they're not on beaches. Like one's on like a deck of a ship and Sting of Death, and the other one's like in this like stream in the middle of the woods. It's fucking odd and weird. Yeah, you gotta see these to believe them. They're fucking awesome. Cool double feature right there from Something Weird. This one I picked up through. I bought this on myself. This is an Artsploitation release. I was really interested in this film. I remember my buddy Kyle, the Horrorphile, actually reviewed this a while ago. And this one's called Hard Romantiker. It's a Japanese film. I think it's like a gangster film. Can't wait to check that one out. Here's one I reviewed on Body Bags, Mutilations, one of the newer releases from Massacre Video. Really cool film. Had a blast with it. Def not for everyone because it is a low budget film, but it does have the heart. Really cool stuff right there. I really liked how the creatures looked in it. Awesome stuff right there. Mutilations, of course, from the cool peeps at Massacre Video. Excited for some of their releases. This one I also reviewed on Body Bags as a fill-in for my boy Turi, actually, and that is Slashers. Really fun film from the early 2000s, of course, directed by Maurice Devereaux. Check out my review for my full thoughts on that one. Awesome stuff. This one was actually sent to me through Legless Corpse. What happened was they were going. My order was taking forever to ship from them. So instead of, I emailed Chad Armstrong, who's actually the head of Legless Corpse, and he said, "No problem. We're gonna ship your order out for the long wait. We're gonna send you like a free movie from your choice." He said Blu-ray, but I actually own a lot of their Blu-rays already. So I'm like, I'll take this one. It's a DVD. I don't care if it's not a Blu-ray. And this one's Tumor, is a film by Alex Wesley, who I actually dug his film Zombie Infection. So I'm very stoked. Sorry for the glare on that. Really stoked to check this one out from Alex Wesley, Gore, Russian Gore Fest. Next up, I actually picked up Synapse. These two Asian films, they're actually sequels. I think they're sequels in name only, though. Evil Death Trap. Heard a lot of mixed things on that one. I heard it's like a mood film. But can't wait to check that one out. And I picked up the sequel, of course, released from Erner Films. The first one was released through Synapse. And that is Evil Dead Trap 2. Sorry for the glare. Kind of a weird cover on that one. Oh, I didn't have this with the ones Mood sent me. Mood's actually sent me this one too. And that's Detroit 9000. One of the Quentin Tarantino Rolling Thunder. Really cool release. Core starring Alex Rocco, my boy. R.I.P. And now I got into some Shameless releases. I picked up 4 Shameless titles. First off, from Ruggero Deodato, Phantom of Death. Really cool film starring Michael York, Edwidge Fenech, Donald Pleasance. Really cool story. I really dug this one. Highly recommend it. And this is a really cool edition to own, and that is of The Washing Machine. Really cool. I love how this comes. If you haven't seen this yet, sorry for the glare. You open it up. The disc art is like a washing machine. Really cool. It actually goes with the film also, if you haven't seen it yet. Really cool, interesting giallo from the early 90s. Next up, What Have You Done to Your Daughters, which is sort of in name only, like sequel to What Have You Done to Solange, of course from the same director, Massimo Dallamano. Really cool film. The killer is actually a motorcyclist in this film, and I'm actually a huge fan of like killers that are dressed like motorcyclists, like Strip Nude from Your Killer, Welcome to Spring Break, aka Nightmare Beach, Nail Gun Massacre, name a few. Fucking awesome shit right there. Last of the Shamelesses, House of Laughing Windows. Really cool film with Giallo from Papi Avati. I believe he directed Plot of Fear. That's what the film I think he directed also. Really cool release from Shameless. I really love the cover art on that. Next up, another one from Unearthed Films, which I have watched and I actually reviewed on my own channel. Sheepskin, really cool take on the werewolf film. Check out my review on this. It was kind of a hard film to review. I have to say it because you don't want to really spoil a lot of it because it's an experience. It's a film you have to really watch and decide what you think of it on your own. And the last of the DVDs is Random Blue Underground. I actually own this in a multi-pack from Blue Underground. But I kind of wanted a single edition of this. I know 88 Films is releasing a Blu-ray of this. Short Night of Glass Dolls. Really enjoyed this giallo. Very underrated in my opinion. And that's it for the DVDs. Now on to some Blue Rizzles. Oh yeah. First up, Zach, Movie Guy 666. Actually, I did a trade with him. If you haven't seen my last update, you knew I had a standard edition of the Arrow Deep Red, which I decided to trade for him because you'll see later in the update, foreshadowing. Really cool that he actually sent me to this, and that's the out of print Trauma Blu-ray of The Taint, which is a film that I have been wanting to see forever, and sadly I actually haven't watched it yet. Really cool I really like the look of this. I know I'm gonna fucking dig the shit out of this. I might throw this on later on in the week. Gotta get through some reviews first. Thank you again, Zach, for that. Awesome sauce right there. And the next two are sent from Jeremy, NES Ruler 22. Did a trade with him. And the first one is Christina, which is an Intervision/Severin release. Stars Jewel Shepard, of course, from Return of the Living Dead. Can't wait to check this one out. Kind of looks like a sleaze fest. Can't wait to check that one out. Thank you, Jeremy. And he sent me a steelbook of Goodfellas. Of course, the classic Martin Scorsese film directed by Robert De Niro. Not Robert De Niro. It stars Robert De Niro. Directed by Martin Scorsese. And starring Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, and Joe Pesci. Awesome sauce right there. And these are a few of the Blu-rays Mood sent me. I put one aside. And first up, two Bond films, Skyfall and Casino Royale. Really dig both of these films. Awesome sauce. I actually didn't own these ones. So thank you for these moods. Awesome shit right there. And he sent me the Human Centipede 2 and 1. Awesomeness, because I actually don't remember these films and I want to revisit them. And the last two moods, well, besides the one I have aside, that's the last part of the update, is Alien 3 and Resurrection, which I didn't own, and now my Alien films are complete until that new one that Ridley Scott is making now comes out. So super stoked to have both these in the collection finally. Awesomeness right there. And now, excuse me, I need a glass of water, but we'll do that later. Picked up the Asphyx, the Redemption line. I collect these. Been slowly grabbing these. Took a break from grabbing them for a while because they are kind of pricey, but this one was actually a good price. Haven't really checked it out yet. Definitely gonna watch it soon. Starring Robert Stevens and Robert Powell. Awesomeness right there. And this is the film that I actually ordered from Legless Corpse that took a while to get. And that is the 2-disc edition of Don't Look in the Basement 2. Now, Don't Look in the Basement 2 is actually a really cool sequel. It's actually directed by the son of the OG's director, which I didn't know until I grabbed it. So that's cool that he made a sequel to his own father's film. And the cool thing about this edition, it comes with like a Blu-ray version of the original. Now the transfer, I gotta say, it's not, don't expect like a clean ass like transfer of this film. It still looks better than I say the VCI version that I have, but it has a lot of grain and hair in it. There's some like orange like hairs that come in the middle of the screen. It's not like a full-blown amazing transfer of the film, but it's better than, it's probably the best the film has looked. So it's kind of hard to transfer some of these public domain films, especially if they haven't been cleaned and properly taken care of with the prints that they used, but it's still watchable. So it's really cool to have, and awesome that they actually did that. And I actually did like the sequel. Had some cool gore effects done by Marcus Cook in the film also, which is awesome. That I didn't even know that he did effects on this, so that's a plus. Sorry. This one actually came in the mail today, and that is the Vinegar Syndrome release from Corruption. I actually ordered this from Grindhouse Video. I know like they had Easter eggs with Last House on Dead End Street. I actually checked, and this one doesn't have it. But whatever, I heard rumors that Vinegar Syndrome is going to release Last House on Dead End Street by themselves. So hopefully they do, and that would be wicked awesome. So still stoked to have this because I was going to pick this up eventually. Don't actually haven't watched it yet because I just got it in the mail. So, but I checked to see if I had that Easter egg. This one was released by Massacre Video. Really fucking dynamite documentary, Diary of a Deadbeat. Of course, the documentary is about Jim Van Bever. Really cool stuff. It has awesome interviews with R.A. the Rugged Man, Phil Emasino from Pantera. Stephen Burrows also interviewed. Lots of cool peeps are interviewed on this. If you don't know who Jim Van Bever is, really cool indie director, Deadbeat at Dawn, and the Manson Family. Really cool stuff. And speaking of that, I actually picked up the Severin Blue of the Manson Family. Now, I know this is, I don't know the story of this, but I know this might be, I think it's out of print now, but you can still grab copies from certain places. So that's cool that I picked this up. It actually has Van Bever short film, Gator Green, on it, which I'm stoked to check out. I heard mixed things on it, but I'll check it out for myself. Awesome sauce. And speaking of unearthed films and Stephen Burrow, I picked up Rock and Rule, which is an animated film from the 80s, which is very odd and awesome at the same time that Unearthed Films put this out, if you look at their lineup of films. But fucking really stoked to have this. This is actually on that same pull with It came from the 80s post on the 22 shots. So I might be doing a review on this. I have watched it, but I'm waiting to see what that poll. So I'll save my views. I will be reviewing it if it doesn't win again. Awesome sauce right there. Another, speaking of Vinegar Syndrome, I actually have this in the Blu-ray player right now, and that is the Blu-ray of Pigs. Transfer's fucking awesome. Really dig this film. Fucking odd film from the 70s. Really cool stuff. Really love the transfer and what they did for this film. Originally released by Troma, of course, and I really love that artwork. Awesome sauce right there. Another one I picked up. I actually seen this film years ago. It's like a action film / gore fest, and that is Ricky-O, the story of Ricky. Really great stuff. If you haven't seen this yet, it's a blast to watch. Can't wait to check out that Blu-ray of it because I saw it on a VHS back in the day. And this one I actually reviewed on my own channel, and this film is fun as hell. I don't care what movie guy 666 aka Zach says, it's fucking awesome. And that is the Funhouse Massacre. Did a review on this, check it out. Fun ass film, right Zach? Awesomeness right there. Picked up The Witch. Haven't watched it yet. I actually do have the slip for this. It's over there. I gotta get that stupid Best Buy sticker off of it. I gotta pick up some stuff. I haven't, like I told, I have a foot injury, so I haven't really been out and about as much. But I will have the slip back on this. Really, can't wait to check this one out. I'm just waiting for the right day. I might actually watch it tonight before I go to bed. Late at night, dark atmosphere. Can't wait to check that film out finally. This one I have watched, and it's a cheesy blast. This film's not gonna be for everyone, but it's fucking awesome. And that is Shark and Saw: Women's Prison Massacre from Jim Warnowski. Fun ass flick, I have to say. Not like, this is like a film you gotta take for what it is. It's a cheese fest, directed by Jim Warnowski with some cheesy acting in it, but a really fun film. I highly enjoyed this. Speaking of, Code Red. Really love this film. Killer Kid film, Devil Times 5. The transfer is actually really good, but Bill Olsen can't spell for the life of me. He was probably doing one of his crazy posts, because in the quote it says, not since the Village of the Damned has death become so savage or survival so hopeless, but in the middle of the Village of the Damned, in the word "the," he puts a G in the middle of it. So I'm like, I'm like reading it. It's all misspelled. Fucking Bill. He makes me laugh sometimes. But he does put out some great films, I have to say. I'll give him that. Yeah, the transfer's really good. So if you do want to pick this up, the transfer's top notch on it. They actually did a really good job on that one. Alright, the last stack of blues. Picked up, this was released by Retro Media, and that is Don Dola's The Alien Factor. I watched most of this. I gotta finish the ending of it, but I gotta say, the soundtrack to this film reminded me of like being inside of a pinball machine, the way the sounds of the soundtrack go. Really like the effects on it. Really great cheese fest. If you like Don Dola films, recommend it. Speaking of cheese fest, this one was released by 88 Films, and it's a film I actually haven't heard of. And it's awesome, and it's called The Suckling, aka Sewage Baby. Fucking love that artwork, and it came in a sexy black case. Fucking fun ass film. Of course, it's Region B lock, but fucking, if you have a Region Free player, recommend it. Suckling. Speaking of imports, I ordered a lot from the land down under, Australia. Picked up 3 umbrellas and 3 cinema cults, and the first of the umbrellas is Night of the Living Dead. I never got that double edition with both films because I missed out on it because I didn't have the money then, but I did have money then. I actually ordered these a while ago. It takes a little longer because it comes from the land down under. And I gotta say, the transfer on this blue is awesome. If you're looking for a great edition of Night of the Living Dead, I recommend this one. It's fucking awesome. And this is region free, as you can see right there. A little pricier than the sequel, I mean the remake, but still an awesome addition of the film to own. And I picked up this through Diabolic DVD, and that is the remake of Night of the Living Dead, directed by Tom Savini. Really love that artwork, and it's cool because you know how they have those annoying ratings. This one actually could come off, but I didn't want to risk it because who knows. Really cool addition to have of Night of the Living Dead. I heard the transfer on that's really good. I haven't had a chance to watch it. And I picked up because I missed the Scorpion actually went out of print of this, the Scorpion release. I picked up Death Ship from Umbrella. It has the same awesome artwork, and it actually does have a special feature on it. So I can't check. This unfortunately is a Region B, so if you have a Region Free player, you're good. If you haven't picked up that Scorpion release of it, cool alternative. And I picked up these Audrey Rose. I actually got this for a really good fucking price on JB Hi-Fi. It was like $6.99 plus shipping. It turned out to be, after the conversion, like $11, which not these releases don't really have special features, but it's still better than paying the $30 that Twilight Times for this, because I know Twilight Times actually put this out. If you haven't seen these, they do come in like these awesome slipcases. Can't wait to check this film out. It's been a while since I watched it. Really cool stuff right there. Audrey Rose. Another one I picked up because the Blu-ray of this from Scorpion is out of print, and it goes for fucking ridiculous money on Code Red cartel site. And that's House on Sorority Row. The Blu-ray of this looks fantastic. Again, no special features, but still cool to own. I got that for $11 also. And the last one before we get into a few special surprises is Venom. I actually did upgrade this. I did pick up the old release a while ago. I actually really love this film. Of course, starring Klaus Kinski and Oliver Reed, Nicole Williamson, Susan George. Awesome cast in this film. And the transfer on this is really, really good. And I love it. If you like Killer Snake films, def recommend Venom. And I got a few arrows through MVD to review. First is a screener copy of the Swinging Cheerleaders. If you haven't seen these, this is how the screeners usually come. I'm going to be reviewing this next week some point, so look out for that. And another one, which is actually weird because they actually sent me I think it was a mess up in the warehouse, but I'm not complaining. I'm still going to review it for them because they sent me this. And that's Sutra, which is a film I'm actually interested in because from reading from the back of it, it's inspired by John Frankenheimer's The Manchurian Candidate and Seconds, which I'm a really big fan of Frankenheimer's work in those films. So if this film's like any of those, both of those films, especially Seconds, this film's going to be awesome. So I'm going to be reviewing that soon. And this one I reviewed actually yesterday, and that's Ray Harryhausen special effects. I'll tell you, check out that review. Awesome documentary. Rest in peace to Ray Harryhausen. Awesome stuff right there. And this is the last of the update and the prize. The last thing I did get from my buddy Moods in his unboxing, my unboxing video of the package he sent me. And I was super stoked to have this, and that is the limited special edition of Dario Argento's Deep Red. Fucking watched both cuts of this film. Really dig it. And I had the soundtrack on my computer and on my iPhone. I love me some Goblin. This is one of my favorite scores by Goblin and one of my favorite Argento's films. Up there with Tenebrae. It's a tie between those two. I had to go with this one though because of the color scheme and stuff. Tenebrae's up there. I'm actually double dipping on that one too. I'm grabbing that standard Synapse edition of that, even though I have the Arrow. Just for that documentary, I'm really excited that Synapse finally announced that one, so I'll be grabbing that one down the line. Fucking awesome. Thank you again, Moods, for this. Awesome sauce right here. And that is it for the update, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I actually turned my AC off so I could have less sound if there were some interruptions because I'm near a highway. So if you hear cars and stuff, that's why. So I'm glad you stuck with me this long. And as always, I'll see you next month. And don't forget to subscribe to all those awesome peeps down in the description. And as always, I'll see you soon. Peace out.